So,
Okay.
then you want to take your blending brush, right?
Which one's the blending brush?
The one you use, this one.
This one.
Blending brush, fluffy blending brush, and just place it back into the brown a little bit, and then blend that pink into the brown.
Okay.
Oh, you don't even have to do that. Just go over the pink.
Okay, I'm gonna watch how you do it.
Like that, and just kind of blend it into the brown, so there's no...
Oh, it's clear line.
Yeah.
So it's sort of just like flowing into the other color.
Exactly. Those little details are what take you from amateur makeup to a little pro makeup. I feel like dating in your 20s is extremely fun because you're young and your whole like life is ahead of you and blah blah blah.
That's true.
But I feel like it also depends a lot on where you are, because I would say personally, I had way more fun dating when I was abroad compared to now. Ugandans are big on reputation, right?
True,
a lot of people
true,
are, but
true,
Ugandans
true,
are, especially
true.
because it's so small and it's a tiny like city and everyone knows everyone knows everyone's family. Personally, like, I don't care for it. It's very restricting. Like, you know, you can't do certain things because how is it going to look on you? How's it gonna... So I really don't care about it. But I can't only think about myself. I have to think about my family. Yeah. Because, you know, what I do reflects on them as well. Yeah. And then I end up like, whatever, before I make a decision or before I go out with someone or before I, you know, it's like, how is it going to reflect? If this were to come out, how would it reflect? And well, like, whereas when I was abroad, it was just like, sis, I really lived my life. I really just lived my life. Yeah. And that's what you say, like, I was hoeing around, but like, I lived my life. Yeah. And it was fun. And it was just like very carefree, and you do what you want. I'm going to take your flat brush again. And then just gonna
so what I've learned is that the flat brush is like the initial dip and do. And then like the fluffy one is like the blendy thing.
Out, yeah.
Blending things. Okay.
Basically, like literally with 2 brushes you can create a nice makeup look. You don't need like a bunch of brushes.
I might buy 2 brushes. So we're using this sort of pinkish, I don't know if that's going to come out on camera, but you know, that. And
just right in the middle.
Okay.
Just like a little pop.
So I just want to talk about like just being single in your late 20s. I feel like, I don't just feel like, I know so many people look at people like me that are single in their late 20s like we are suffering. And it's hilarious because like every time you try to tell people, no, I'm actually really enjoying this time in my life, they think you're saying it like as a consolation. Yeah. I'm having such a ball learning about myself, doing my thing. I'm doing things that I've been afraid to do for the longest time. I'm having the best time, and I feel like I'm becoming a better individual, which I think makes for better relationships in the long run. This is a little angled brush, and it's easier to use than these ones. Basically, you just dip it into the thing, and then you can literally just press the line. Oh, because it's already so just like a press, but like definitely hold it firmly. Oh, right. Yeah, we're using gel liner. It's my preferred liner. So as I was saying, like, dating in your 20s, and it ties in with her point. For me, it's a little nerve-wracking, just because you tend to, especially with this age of social media, it's like you're comparing yourself to other couples, your couple goals or whatever it is. You get nervous because you want your relationship to be as perfect as you see other people's, and you want this perfect person, and that perfect person doesn't exist, sis. I'm finding that out the hard way. That perfect person does not exist. You have to be okay being alone. You don't need another person to validate your existence. You don't need a man in your life. If they come, it's because you want them, and you're gonna like share your life with them, and you're happy with that. But it's not like you're not gonna stop living your life because you don't have one. When that person comes, it's better for you to like, it's easier for you to like stick to your standards, stick to your principles. And there's different ways to show a man that you need them without compromising yourself. Absolutely. So that's what I'm learning. Sexpectation. For me, you know, I've chosen to live a certain way, and because I'm abstaining, and it's a very tricky thing to be abstaining as you're dating in this particular time that we live in, because man, I remember this one guy
who, I mean, and it's one of those things that I really bring up early so that you know, okay, that this is not on the table.
Yeah.
So so he knew, and because you want someone to be able to know that, oh, this is either something I can deal with, something I can't. And he was cool, and he seemed like that was okay and stuff. And yet, like when I look back, I'm like, I should have known he wasn't 100% on that. But you tell yourself, but he does all these other things, and he just loves me and stuff. But like eventually, when he was sleeping with someone else, it was like, I think I should have seen this coming. I think I should have seen this coming. So it just comes back to that, you really need to have the same direction in life, you guys. Like that's like, no, it doesn't matter how nice the person is. They could be the nicest guy ever, and you could love him, like just love the hell out of that guy. But if you guys don't have the same path, if he's not, I mean, like, if he's not on that plan, like, just forget about it.
Let's see. It's very easily fixable. What you do is,
let's fix this baby, because wow,
you're just going to look at it and think.
Okay.
I've never had that conversation.
You guys, I just want to say, because it might have sounded like I'm a virgin, I'm not. But I am abstaining. Because it was a decision I made later.
Yeah. So I've also decided to go down that route, and it's just very freeing, honestly, because a lot of the times when you start dating, it's like sex always it's like the elephant in the room,
right? Right.
And I just know that that's not even going to be an option anymore. It's very freeing for me, because I'm just like, whoever I start seeing next or whatever, they'll know.
They'll know that this is where I'm at.
Yeah. And it's very nice that you've talked about it, because I was always wondering, how would you even bring it up? Are you going to bring it up on the first date? When do you let them know? But I guess
it's gradual. It's not that you take 3 months to say it. Yeah. But of course, I won't tell you on the first date, because I don't even know if I want to see you again. But after, because I mean, normally you sort of have a sort of friendship situation going on before you're full on dating, right? Yeah, and in that friendship situation, that's when I'm going to let you know what kind of person I am. They're like, oh, this is important to me and that's important to me. These are my views on these important things in my life. Yeah. Pastor Michael Todd calls it intentional friendship. So in that intentional friendship time, you need to talk about all this stuff. Because I feel like that's a time for you guys to figure out, are we even on the same wavelength? Are we doing, Because sex obviously is a really important thing, and there are people who just cannot, do the whole dating thing without sex, and that, just is what it is. So if you are not together on that thing, please just run. Because I've been in 2 or 3 relationships like that where, I don't know, that you convince yourself, the guy convinces himself that he can be this for you, and you convince yourself that he can be that for you, and that, you guys, you just end up messing each other up really badly.
Please. If you're not on the same page, if you're both not abstaining,
run away.
If you're both not abstaining, please don't believe those things of, oh, I'll wait for you,
it's a lie.
You're worth it.
It's a lie.
As soon as they drop you off after your night out, they'll go find whoever is willing to give it up.
And even if he's a nice guy who wants to be faithful, he's just going to he's going to have all this pent up resentment. It becomes resentment. It always turns into something. It doesn't matter how nice you are or how nice the guy is, it always turns into something.
This also happens to females. Females also will lie to you and say, oh, I'll wait for you, but they won't. So it really doesn't. This has no discrimination.
Yeah, it's not even about guy, chick, whatever. It can happen either way.
Do it.
So you guys saw me do this one, and Tracy tried to clean it up. We're laughing because we hadn't pressed record, and now we're doing this again. Anyway, so then I did this one myself, which I think was not too shabby. It's definitely better than the other one. So now I have 2 not matching eyes. But practice, we shall get better. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, but I've just never been an eyeshadow person, but I feel like now I have. I feel it's one of those things, I guess one of those things you have to first try, so that you really know whether you're into it. And I think I could definitely especially for the soft glam look.
Yeah.
For just an everyday something.
It takes a while. Honestly, if I'm to show you the pictures from when I started, horrible.
horrid, just really bad. So it takes a while, but
Yeah.
like if you practice and practice, you get it.
Yeah,
So get yourself a palette or something.
Yeah, I'll get a palette and some brushes. Like, I'm going to take it one step at a time. Let's start with eyes.
That's actually this is a nice look. I've never done this look before. I just freestyled it, but
Oh.
I would wear this again. It's very simple, but
Yeah,
pretty.
it is. It's simple, but then it's not.
I would add something to it though, because extra. It was a little bit depressing because it's just like we did all the bad things that are wrong with dating in your 20s.
Yeah.
But no, like dating in your 20s is fine. All I would say is, it's not fine, it's fun. All I would say is be okay with being yourself. Don't wait for another person to complete you. Don't settle. Don't compromise on yourself, on your principles, and your values, and just like keep your standards, but have fun.
Yes.
With each decade, you want to like be comfortable in that decade and live it to the fullest, and
Yeah.
you can't do that if you're living in the past.
Enjoy your singleness. Like, being single doesn't mean that you're alone.
Yeah,
It really
at all.
doesn't. Like,
especially if you have like cool friends.
right, and family, and I mean, it's supposed to be this wonderful time of just discovering yourself.
Yeah.
And don't let people tell you that, you know, it's not okay to abstain, or it's not okay to, you know, to have a certain standard. It's like, it's okay. And for the fellas, like, as a woman in my late 30s, don't, like,
Late 30s.
why did I say late 30s? Wow,
Sis.
I meant late 20s. Woman in my late 20s. The simple things, honestly, the simple things are the ones that matter the most. I mean, I keep telling people that my dad still holds the car door open for me. So,
How precious.
like, so he has set a certain
precious.
standard in my life. It's not because I'm just some spoiled brat or whatever. But if my dad is opening the car door for me, it's not a crazy thing for me to think that someone that wants to be with me would treat me in that type of way. So simple things, man. It just, it's
No,
really
I
not.
completely like
Do
agree with
simple
you.
things.
Like my brothers have set standards for me as well, and even though I've ignored them in the past, like now they're starting to become important to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm just not gonna settle for anything
Yeah.
less than that.
Yeah, and that I feel like that shouldn't scare you as a man. If anything, it should challenge you to be
Yeah.
your best self.
Because you like the chase, right? This is just a different type of chase.
right? You guys
Like
enjoy
you have
chasing.
me, but to keep me.
Yeah. Then just keep chasing her. We like to be chased. That's the truth. Like,
Yeah, like just
Just
because you have me doesn't mean it's done. Like
just because I'm your
no.
girlfriend, don't stop chasing me.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
still like do things.
Do things. Come on, bro.
Anyway, so that's it from us, guys. I hope you guys had fun. We certainly did.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Thank
we
you
sh-
so much for having me on your
You're
channel. It was so much fun.
This is Tracy Ninsiima. I feel like we didn't even
Yes.
state her full name. I will leave all her details that she will let me leave in the description box below. You can follow her on Instagram. She does like the coolest looks, very edgy, very interesting. She's really quite different, honestly. I know that everyone says that about their friends, but she really is quite different. She does some really fresh stuff. So yeah, go
Mac
over there.
Cosmetics Uganda, what's up?
Hello, hi.
Yeah, hit me up, baby.
What's up? Linton's Beauty Wall.
Yeah, what's up,
On
baby?
you guys. So so let us know what are your experiences dating in your 20s.
Yeah, please.
What are your experiences trying out makeup? Like, we really want to hear all that stuff from you guys in the comment section below, on our Instagram pages. We'll just leave all that info in the section below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.